Hi, this is Kim Butler with HomeSmart Realty Group, coming to you today with some really fun insights into the real estate world, kind of the mysteries behind the scenes, so that you can be a whole lot smarter than the average consumer out there, okay? So today we're going to be talking about the price per square foot. As you look at this house here, how much per square foot should this house cost? You might have friends or you tour around the country and they go, over in Utah, you can get a house for 150 a square foot or $100 a square foot. Somebody else might say, well, it costs $200 a square foot in Loveland. The reality is there is not a actual square footage price, and I'm going to show you that with real sales data collected in Loveland, Colorado over the last 6 months. So hang on, and here's the insights. To make it really simple for you to understand, I've gone into the multiple listing service, the MLS, and I've collected different groups of houses, and I'm going to show you how varied the per square foot price can be. And I've assembled all of that into this data chart, which I'm going to explain. But first of all, let's go look at what's called attached dwellings, where it says type right here, attached, meaning like duplexes and so forth. Okay? This is attached dwellings that have 2 bedrooms, just 2 bedrooms, okay? And in the Loveland area, I'm just searching Loveland for this, just keep it simple, and every search will be in Loveland, and I go from 2 bedroom to 3 bedroom to 4 bedroom, and then go to single family detached homes, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom, 6 bedroom, and then we'll just look at new construction all by itself. Right here in this column is the total square feet, and this is the price per square foot of the total square foot. So when I click on that, it sorts it, and you can see that $94 a square foot was the cheapest house in that time period, and the next lowest per square foot price was $104, and then it went to $106, $112. And what does it go to? I'm going to reverse sort this, make it faster. So the highest price was an 896 square foot cottage built in 2016. So this really small, kind of a tiny house, was $293 per square foot. So we went from $94 a foot to $293, so $200 per square foot more. Okay, and then I'm going to give you the averages and the mean in this other chart over here. Okay, so what about finished square foot? So let's click on that one. So we have $137 per square foot for the finished square footage, up to $293, because that one was finished. They're the same on both sides. And this is for attached 2 bedroom apartments, condos, townhomes, duplexes, that kind of thing. Okay, attached dwellings with 3 bedrooms. Let's look at this one. $83 a square foot on the bottom. You can see the numbers in this column. And if we reverse sort that, $234 a square foot. And for finished, it went from $119 to $236 per square foot. So it varies dramatically, and you'll go, well, how can it vary so much? There's a lot of variables, as you can see. So 4 bedrooms, there were only 9 of those, and 119 to 166 on the total square footage, and finished was 122 to 71. So let's look at detached homes. Here's a detached home with 2 bedrooms. So in Loveland in the last 6 months, there were 69 of 2-bedroom homes sold. And if you want to see, well, when were they built? 1898, in the early 1900s, so these older homes, and to brand new built this year. So believe it or not, they're building 2-bedroom homes in Loveland. And guess what? Let's look at the square footage. So $94 a square foot was the low, 96, 101, and that was built in 2003, 1995, and 1902. So the age of the house doesn't seem to have a lot to do with it, or the size doesn't have a lot to do with it. Well, actually size does, and I'll show you how that plays out in a bit. So 94 on the low end, but look how it goes to 415 per square foot, 313, 300, and so forth. So that is a dramatic difference on a per square foot basis. And this one's 2,600 square feet, and this one was 4,000 square feet, but right here 2,200, 2,700 for about 101, 104. So this one being the highest one, what's the factor? Well, maybe it's because it's on a lake. You never know, right? Lakefront property has value beyond the square footage of the house, right? Okay. Let's look at finished square footage. 132 on the low end and 465 per finished square foot on the high end. Big spread. Let's look at 3-bedroom homes, okay? You can see the majority of homes, there were only 69 2-bedrooms, 395 3-bedrooms, and 337 4-bedrooms, 106 5-bedrooms, and only 16 6-bedrooms. Okay, so this is 3 and 4-bedroom is where the bulk or the majority of the houses are. So in the 3-bedroom homes, there were some below 100, quite a few right there. 85 was the low per square footage price, and 432 was the high. So a tremendous swing again. On finished, it went from 100 to 432. Amazing, isn't it? Let's look at 4-bedroom. $79 a square foot, this little old house. That was built in 1956, but it has 2,800 square feet, so $79 a square foot. And on the high end of the 4-bedroom homes, you have $321, $293, etc. Let's look at finished. $95 a square foot, up to $370. $370 per square foot for 900 square foot house that was built in 1948. Wow. So you have to think about, okay, what am I getting for my dollar if I buy that house? How much am I paying per square foot? What am I getting back? Let's look at 5-bedroom. So total square footage, 92 per square foot was on the low end, and on the high end 318, and that's for total. Finished square footage 98 up to 318, and there's not very many here in this category of 6 bedrooms or more, but it varied from 370 112. So this nice house, $112 a square foot. Or this mansion that sold for $3.3 million was $370 a square foot. Now they had 15 acres to go with that, and it was huge. There's some, it looks like they have a mistake because their finished square footage is bigger than their total. So there's some mistake in there. Somebody didn't enter it right in the MLS. So anyway, finished square footage, 119,318. And what about new construction? They should all be the same because building material this year would all be similar, right? But guess what? They're not the same. It varied from this one at $98 a square foot to $293, $284. That's a huge difference per square foot. Now let's look at finished. 119, 298. There again, there's this huge difference on the per square foot price. So if you're pinching pennies for any reason, you want to pay attention to who's building the most affordable house and what quality is it and what neighborhood is it in. Okay? So let's take a look at our analysis. So this is Loveland Residential Real Estate price per square foot analysis that I just did here this weekend. And we have attached, so these are duplexes, townhomes, condos, and detached are single family homes. How many bedrooms are in each one? How many units sold in the last 6 months? The high per square foot price, the low, the average, and the median. And then on the finished square footage, the high, the low, the average, and the median. So the median means half of them were above that price and half of them were below. This is the middle of the range. Okay, let's look at bedrooms. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 bedrooms are the most expensive and 4 bedrooms are less expensive. So that trend is pretty consistent. You see that pattern where the smaller the house is, the more it costs per square foot. And the bigger the house is, the less it costs. That's kind of a general rule, but it's not absolute either because you have lakefront property and all these different factors, how big the lots are, neighborhoods, stuff like that. But we'll look here at 2 bedroom, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not square footage though, it's just how many bedrooms. Square footage is another issue. But there you start at 415, 430, 2, 3, 3, 3. So this didn't vary as much as this did. On the low side, actually the spread isn't that great here either. The average, it isn't such a dramatic spread here on this total square footage. These two really stick out on that high end. But if you're looking at average and median, these are fairly close. Not a big spread between 167 and 137. But new construction, if you take all the new construction, this is all bedrooms, whatever size, just built this year. The high was 293, 98. We went through those numbers. So the average was around 147 per square foot. The median, the middle, is 130, 129. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea. It shows you the range and the fact that per square foot prices do vary dramatically And there's a lot of different factors going into that. So this is Kim Butler with HomeSmart Realty Group. And if you guys out there have any pressing questions about real estate, you're wondering about something, or you have a question you're just not sure about, hey, shoot it over to me, and if I need to do some research, I will, and I'll be sure and give you a detailed report so that you have accurate, reliable information to go on when you make real estate decisions, okay? And you have a great rest of your day.